So, empathy as a practice has come in for some pretty withering criticism lately. And believe me, I can understand why. Emotional empathy can be a one-way ticket to burnout. But there's a different kind of empathy, cognitive empathy. And it's not just healthier, it can be liberating. Allison Gerrard, the chief educator at Moral Courage, explains the difference between these two in a radio interview she recently gave. Listen up.
I'm a mother of 3. I can empathize with my kids, my teenagers. If I feel too much with them, I lose the capacity to stand outside of the experience and actually hold boundaries, actually implement rules, which does not do a service to them. So when I talk about empathy, I like to talk about cognitive empathy. And it's simply this imagining what it's like to be this other person you're talking to without taking on their emotions. And then you retain the capacity to think clearly. And you can demonstrate this cognitive empathy by repeating back what you've heard. For example, Carolyn, if you shared something about your life, I could say, wow, I wouldn't have known that about you. And I'm so grateful that you shared that with me. And honestly, if I was in the same situation, I might feel the same way. Thank you so much for sharing that. That respects your story, keeps a little bit of distance, and then it allows me to transition and say, and can I tell you how I'm thinking about this? And then by the end, hopefully we can combine some of your experience with my experience and find a path forward.
And enlarge both of our understandings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it seems to me that it's not always about changing my mind, but just enlarging my understanding that something is more complex and there's more to it than I had thought. And that's a good change.
Yes.